Hi. It looks very precarious. Is it gonna? Okay.
It's all good.
Okay. I trust you.
Going into season 2, I mean, that was a oh crap scene at the end of the season 1. What can you tease about going into season 2 where your character is going to go?
Oh.
I mean,
Did you just, don't give me double middle fingers. I know you're about to give me double middle fingers. I know. This is my boss, by the way. And this is what he does to me when I do interviews. He gives me, wrangle him. Getting back to your question, yes,
I'm so serious.
it was an oh crap moment for sure.
Yeah.
And the first episode we're going to pick up right from where we left off. So we'll see what happens right at that moment, and then we're going to progress very quickly as the show does. It's a freight train that doesn't really spend a lot of time dwelling on things. We're going to progress further ahead and see what's going on with their circumstances and where they all are.
Okay.
So what was your reaction when you finally read that in the script? When you see what's going to happen, you're like...
With the time travel?
Yeah. Were you feeling the way the fans felt? We're like, do they just do?
Were you guys excited about it? Oh, good. Yeah, it's funny because Terry and Travis were so excited about it, they couldn't keep their mouths shut. So I knew it was going to happen. I knew a few episodes out that it was going to happen. And I never got to really work in the time machine room or in the evidence room or anything. That's a very different, it's an area on the stage that's removed from the studio where my bookstore was. So I spent most of my time there. And I very intently didn't really walk through that area. I would walk on my way to lunch, you sort of pass it. But I didn't really walk around much and sort of investigate it much because she doesn't know anything about that world. She only knows what Cole's told her. So I didn't want to see everything in too much detail. So when I finally got to that scene and I walked in, it was a little bit like a catching my breath. It's exciting, and the sets are gorgeous. And I got to, I walked up onto the platform, and it was like a wash of light came over me. It was a really exciting moment. And we've got Terry and Travis over there going, "Oh, we have to take a picture. Oh, we have to do this." Because it was a sort of a pivotal moment in the season for sure. Yeah.
How is Cassie and Cole's relationship going to evolve in season 2? Are there going to be some changes?
There will be some changes. Where we're starting with them, they're clearly in very different areas. Where and when, very different. And the reasons why Cassie is where she is are because of Cole now. And so her dealing with that will affect their relationship because they both had an evolution and a real arc with the season where they came from and where they ended up. And it was sort of these kind of not traded places completely, but because of her, he became a more gentle, caring, understanding person when he got to live in what I consider the present in 2015. And because of him introducing her to the reality of his future and what could happen, she became more hardened, realizing what needs to be done to solve this mission. And so inevitably having two people go through such a metamorphosis, it's going to affect how they interact with one another. So I can't give away too many spoilers. I gotta tell you guys though, it's good. I'm really excited by the first 3 episodes that we got to read. We haven't started shooting, we'll start shooting on Tuesday, and it's gonna be good.
You seem like you can't contain yourself.
I'm a fan of my own show. I'm such a nerd.
Are you a sci-fi fan in general?
No, yes, but I'm new to the genre. I'm kind of newer to learning about it, and I was just saying a little while ago, I think I didn't totally understand it, and that was the reason. And now I'm like a huge Game of Thrones junkie, and I'm totally in this because it's such. I watched Ex Machina.
Machina? Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh God, that was good.
Yes.
That's like the first time he pipes up. He's like, yes, that other movie was fantastic.
Because I love that movie. I thought
That was
it
a good.
amazing.
That was really well
Oscar
done.
Isaac is so good. Like he's in my top 10 right now.
Oh,
Actors.
everyone in that film was fantastic.
Yes.
Anyway, but it's so smart. The genre is so smart that you have to really have the creativity to suspend the disbelief. And I think for a long time I was sort of hardened and needed more reality to understand some things. And over the last few years, kind of getting a little more relaxed and going on the journey. Sci-fi is such a smart, creative genre, and these guys in particular, I am constantly impressed with. And every single script that we get just really blows my mind. Just the ideas they come up with. I mean, the stuff that they're going to do with time travel this year is so creative. It's exciting, guys. It's very, very exciting. Last question.
The Tom Noonan character,
Pallid Man,
is he
yeah.
going to be back? I noticed he wasn't on the list that were promoted to series regulars. Of course, he's not in there.
He's not a series regular.
Yeah.
He's not a series regular.
Because I remember in the interview you did before the season started that you really said you admired him and you loved working with him. And I was just
I
wondering
do.
if
I
you could
love
comment
working
on
with
that.
Tom. He is a lot of fun to work with, on and off camera. He's a lot of fun to work with. I hope I get to work with him again.
You just don't know yet?
I don't know for sure yet. I have suspicions, one way or the other, and I can't tell.
I know.
I can't tell, guys. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to it. Thank
Oh,
you.
thanks.